What is up, everybody? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you with Dallas Stewart on the speakerphone, bringing you our NFL 2019 Week 12 picks of the 2019 NFL season. Dallas, say what's up.
What's going on, YouTube?
Well, we had a lot of fun giving you guys our best red zone reactions, even though Dallas hung around for the 10 a.m. slate of games. My cousin hung out with us a bit, too, and hung out with me a bit for some of the 1 p.m. slate games. A couple of good games during the 1 p.m. slate. We had some really good games in the 10 a.m. slate, wouldn't you say?
We had some good ones.
Yeah, man, we definitely did have some good ones. But now Seahawks are off the bye week. We're getting ready for our matchup against Philly this weekend, but we're gonna go in order of that, so we'll get to that game a little later. First off, Thursday Night Football, we got the Indianapolis Colts, who put on a clinic against the Jacksonville Jaguars, taking on the Houston Texans, who got blown out pretty bad by Lamar Jackson and Baltimore. Deshaun Watson's worst loss ever as a pro and in his football career. He never got blown out when he was at Clemson. Should be a good game, Thursday Night Football. Games in Houston. The Colts won the last matchup in Indianapolis against Deshaun Watson, which obviously they have Jacoby Brissett, which having Jacoby Brissett back was huge in their win against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dallas, I'm going to let you go first in this one.
I'm gonna go with the Texans to bounce back at home.
Yeah?
Yeah, I gotta think they'll look a lot better than they did against Baltimore, and it's a pretty big game for them, considering both teams are 6-4.
And they're
so
gonna.
I think they get a split against the Colts on the year.
And the Texans are gonna come out pretty pissed off about being blown out like that.
Yeah.
And I think the Colts are still gonna be obviously without T.Y. Hilton. I mean, they had their Danes, but they put on a clinic against the Jacksonville Jaguars. No split here though. I'm gonna side with you on that one. I'm gonna go Texans as well to bounce back after getting blown out horribly by the Baltimore Ravens. Whoo! Up next, we got the Miami Dolphins to start out the 10 a.m. slate of games. We got the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. The Browns coming off of a 21-7 win over the Steelers. I think that was the final. Correct me in the comments. The Browns coming off of a big win against the Steelers, but Myles Garrett used his helmet, which Mason Rudolph did start that fight when people looking at it and all that stuff. The Dolphins got beat handily by the Buffalo Bills, although they were in it for a little bit because of a kickoff return for a touchdown. Both these teams, obviously Dolphins, they're only 2 wins, but still obviously not a dumpster fire team. Cleveland, well, I don't know, man. Can't really say much for Cleveland because I think Cleveland gets this win though because of the Dolphins being much worse than them. But I still don't see the Browns making the playoffs. But I'm gonna go Cleveland in this one against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cleveland to get 3 in a row. They looked pretty good against Pittsburgh last Thursday. They really made Mason Rudolph make a lot of mistakes in that game and throw interceptions. I like the way they're playing right now, and they're just an overall better team than Miami.
Damn
I
right.
still don't think they're making the playoffs, though.
No, they're not, but they are definitely better than the Dolphins.
They're peaking, though.
They are peaking, but they're better than the Dolphins. So we got Cleveland winning this one. Up next, we got the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Redskins. Are we going to get Jeff Driscoll versus Dwayne Haskins this week if Stafford's not back? I think we are. Man, but Detroit's got a little bit more of a better supporting cast for Driscoll than what it had. I mean, obviously the Redskins have that good rookie receiver, though. But other than that, for Redskins kicker, how the heck do you doink a 29-yard field goal? How do you doink a 29-yard field goal?
I don't know.
We were watching that and we were laughing like crazy when that happened, when they doinked that against the New York Jets. Oh, man. But are we gonna get Driscoll versus Haskins? This will be crazy highlights to watch at the end of this one, considering that we're gonna be more focused on our game though. But I'm gonna go Detroit in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Detroit as well. Washington's just horrific.
Yeah.
And mean, they are really, really bad.
Yeah, Washington might be getting the number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah, if Cincinnati manages to go winless.
And there's a rumor that freaking Tua might stay another year at Bama because of that season-ending injury. So there might not be a tank for Tua. Might be a bomb for Burrows or Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Ooh. Up next, we got the Oakland Raiders going to MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. The Raiders coming off of a 17-10 win over the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Jets coming off of a big win against the Washington Redskins. Raiders are they're a dark horse team right now. They're breathing under the Chiefs' neck, but the Chiefs did get the big win on Monday Night Football and Estadio Azteca, so they still hold first place in the AFC West. Raiders, could they possibly be a surprise wild card team?
Yep, I think they might get in as a wild card, it looks like.
Pending what happens Houston and with Houston and some of the other.
What a coaching job by John Gruden.
Yeah,
this year.
Gruden's done a pretty.
The whole Antonio Brown controversy. Obviously, last year people were ripping him for getting rid of Amari Cooper, dealing Khalil Mack. And he's kind of shut off all the noise and just has gone out there and got his team to go play.
Josh Jacobs is having a good rookie campaign for a rookie running back. Cleveland Farrell's making good plays on that pass rush.
I'm sorry, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs' rookie year, man. He's playing good as a rookie. The addition of Tyrell Williams and Foster Moreau, I think that's his name.
I was just gonna say, yeah, the Raiders are on the list of surprises.
Yeah, they are on the list of surprises, especially.
A lot of people just thought they were in for it this year.
Especially before going to Las Vegas. It'll be interesting to see how they are when they enter their inaugural year in Vegas. But I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm gonna take the Raiders getting a win in MetLife Stadium.
Taking the Raiders to get would that be 3-0?
I think so.
Wow. Yeah. Sorry, Jets. Your 2-game winning streak ends.
Yeah, sorry, Jets. Up next, we got the Giants and the Bears from Soldier Field in Chicago. The Bears looked like ass against the Rams, although they did get that one touchdown. But after the touchdown, Pinheiro, the Bears need a new kicker. The Cody Parkey curse looms large with the Bears. I mean, ever since that doink in the playoffs, that it's just looming large, and it's cursed the kicker. Pinheiro missed 2 kicks. I mean, Pinheiro missed 2 kicks, and after that one touchdown they got, they couldn't even get back to the Rams' side of the field. They missed out on the Cooper Kupp fumble, but Hecker was just booming punts deep on them, and the Bears just could not recover, which is why they lost 7. I think it was 17-7, or it might have been. What was the final score of that game?
17-7.
Yeah, they lost 17-7 to the Rams. The Bears and Trubisky got benched in the 4th quarter, and the Giants. Well, the Giants are coming off of a bye week, but before that they lost to the New York Jets in the MetLife Bowl. Is that correct?
The Giants are coming off of a bye.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go. I don't know if they'll put Trubisky back in to start this game, but I feel the Bears are better than the Giants at this point, so I'm gonna take the Bears.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah.
They're just a better team than the Giants.
But they're a big disappointment.
The Giants are in rebuild mode.
And the Bears are still a disappointment. Big time disappointment.
Bears are on the list of disappointment.
Big
disappointments this year, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Up next, we got the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints in the Superdome. The Panthers fell victim to a trap at home against the Atlanta Falcons, man. Falcons put the Saints and the Panthers in 2 trap games, and it was incredible just watching the clinic that the Falcons put on the Panthers, shutting down Christian McCaffrey, getting red zone interceptions, forcing Kyle Allen to throw red zone interceptions, and they just, that was a crazy trap that we watched in that one. And the Saints are coming off of a big bounce-back win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where they had that house call late in the game. But let's be real. Jameis wasn't going to beat Drew Brees. Let's be real. We knew the Saints were going to sweep them. But I'm taking the Saints at home.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints as well. It feels like Carolina's just falling apart right now.
Yeah.
I think they miss Cam Newton more than they thought they would.
Yeah, but do you think they may possibly be in the market to probably try to draft another quarterback if
Yeah.
Kyle Allen's not the long-term option?
Yeah, I don't think he's the long-term solution there.
I mean, they had Will Greer as well from West Virginia. We didn't really get to see much of him. I thought for sure he would come up after noon, but then they chose Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen, we all know what happened after that. But, whew, still, it's interesting. It's very interesting indeed. But that's that. Finally, up next we got our game: Seahawks at Eagles. Battle of Birds in Philadelphia. Eagles coming off of a big loss to the New England Patriots. The defense held the Patriots very, very well for a while. They were up 10-0, and they held the Patriots to 3 first half Nick Folk field goals, and then obviously the Patriots hit the Eagles with the Edelman special for revenge from the Super Bowl, where Brady just dumped it off to Edelman. Backwards pass to Edelman, and Edelman tossed it to Dorsett for an easy, wide-open touchdown. And the Patriots got the 2-point conversion and ended up winning that game 17-10. We're well rested coming off of our bye week, but I'm still not sleeping on Philadelphia, though. But another thing, the impression I'm getting is that Philadelphia receivers have not really been that good. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, Aguilar got his dropping habits back. I don't know if they're getting Alshon Jeffrey back this week. And I know the Eagles brought back Jay Ajayi, and they got that rookie running back from Penn State. So we're going to have to definitely try to shut down their run game. They got that their defense held up pretty well with McLeod making some plays on Edelman and that too. So we know they got some cornerbacks, but obviously I think we got the better receivers, and obviously, you know, it'll be great. Another Russell Wilson versus Carson Wentz game. Russell so far is 2-0 against Carson Wentz in the meetings. And the last three meetings, 2011, 4 meetings actually, 2011, 2014, 2016, and 2017, we've been dominating Philly. The past 4 games we take it, and I hope it continues, I think we can continue it. I'm confident in this one. So I'm going to take the Seahawks to continue the road winning streak. But, you know, I mean, not overlooking them. But, you know, I think we can go in and get another road win. I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'm going to go with our team as well to go in there and get a tough road victory. And I don't believe we fall victim to a trap. I mean, we obviously can't afford it, but we can't overlook this team. Eagles are kind of a desperate team, and desperate teams can be dangerous.
Yeah,
especially when we're on the road.
But yeah, we're gonna definitely need another big time game from Jadeveon Clowney and and Jaron Reed and Quentin Jefferson, because those guys really they took it to Jimmy Garoppolo. They were saying because Niners thought they were going 9-0, they were like 9-0 our ass, and they just took it to him, and they were hitting Garoppolo. They were hitting Garoppolo all night long. I think we can go in there and we can just go. I think we can punish Carson Wentz again. We get that pressure. We make Carson Wentz throw some interceptions to Quandre Diggs or some of our other corners, or we strip them, and if we get off to a fast start and get a big time jump on them, we can take it to them. You know, hopefully we get that Eagles team that played the Cowboys this year too, like you mentioned. You know, but I mean, not gonna overlook them. I mean, shout out Philly 500 over there, another Philadelphia Eagle YouTuber, and also Spunky 1991, another Eagles fan. But you know, I mean, I think this is going to be a great game. But I know for a fact we can go in there, we can take it to Philly. I hope Clowney has another big game. But we're going with Seahawks in this one.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to mention about it, Dallas?
No, let's just go take care of business.
All right, bring it on, bring it, Philly. So Seahawks versus Philly, can't wait to get back at it. So let's do it. Up next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Atlanta to take on the Falcons, which the Falcons, we could start calling them the Trap Falcons for what happened the last 2 weeks with making the Saints and Panthers fall victim to traps in their own home stadiums. Should we start calling the Falcons the Trap Team?
Yeah.
That's how I'm basically seeing it right now. I'm just and the way I'm looking at it right now, you and me are looking at it, we're sure glad we didn't get this Falcons team that's been...
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad we didn't get these Falcons teams when we played them. And, oh, man, I just got to point that out. I mean, Buccaneers got whipped pretty good by the Saints, and I could see them I could see them dumping another one again. Rare Falcons pick. I'm going Atlanta at home to take it to Jameis Winston. I like the Falcons' momentum right now in this one. I know they're playing for spoils, and I think they're going to spoil Tampa pretty good. Although these two teams do play each other well, but I got to go with the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Falcons as well to get a third straight division win. How about that?
Yeah, they would be 3-0 in division games.
I mean, they're showing a lot of, they're playing for pride, and although unfortunately I think Quinn's a goner.
Yeah.
Even if they finish strong and somehow maybe get to 8-8, I still think he's gone. But they're showing some pride right now, and I guess you don't want to play them right now, even though their record's not that good.
Yeah, so some of these teams, we were talking last night.
They should be better than 3-7, but they're not.
Yeah, but we were even
saying their talent is not 3-7 though.
Yeah, but look out for teams that got to play the Falcons. Make sure you prepare for them, because you could possibly fall in a trap playing these guys. From what we saw the last 2 weeks, Falcons. If you're playing the Falcons, just be aware. Just better be prepared that you don't fall for a trap.
Yep.
We're gonna start calling the Falcons right now. If they keep it up, we're gonna be calling them the Trap Falcons. The Traplanta Falcons. How about that? The Traplanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Because they made both their division rivals fall for the trap. We're going to go with Traplanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Up next, we got the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Broncos choked a 20-0 lead. We were watching that on Red Zone. And the Bills got a bounce-back win against the Dolphins. I still cannot believe the Broncos choked that lead to Minnesota. Dallas?
Yeah, what a collapse that was.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what was a worse collapse. Arizona against Frisco or the Broncos against I think the Broncos versus the Vikings were the worst collapse.
They were dominating them.
They were, and then they just took their foot up. Then they just choked. I think it went downhill for the Broncos after they got that fumble recovery off of that kickoff, and then the very next play, Brandon Allen throws an interception in the red zone when they could have really put the game on ice.
They really just could have, put the game away at that point.
They had a chance to win it at the end, but Allen couldn't complete a pass in the end zone to try to win it.
Yeah.
Would have been a great upset, but Buffalo on the other hand, great bounce back win, and I'm gonna take the Bills to win to win another one straight. So I'm gonna go Buffalo over Denver on this one. So
I'm going the Bills as well.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, Broncos.
Yeah.
I really wanted you guys to hold that lead, but
a lot of people in the NFC wanted you to hold that lead.
Yeah, especially us.
The Packers wanted you to hold that lead.
Oh yeah, my cousin Kyle, because he's a Packers fan, he definitely wanted Denver to hold that lead.
Yeah.
But
the Vikings are breathing down the Packers' neck.
They are. And that was a big choke job by the Broncos against Minnesota.
But good teams find a way to win.
They do.
And Minnesota's a good team.
They are a good team, and
don't know if they're great, but I think they're a good team.
And they found a way to win that game. All right. Up next, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Shout out to my buddy Eric of Steel. I know you guys had a tough loss last week against the Cleveland Browns. And obviously the Bengals losing to the Raiders in the black hole, their last ever trip to Oakland. And Bengals, they're just atrocious, man. Really, really bad. And Steelers, I mean, how many interceptions did Mason Rudolph throw in that game against the Browns? 4. The same number that Rivers threw last night against the Chiefs. Oh man, but the Bengals, I mean, they're the biggest dumpster fire right now in the league with their winless record. I think they're gonna lose again, so I'm gonna take Pittsburgh going into Cincy and getting the sweep. I got the Steelers.
Wait, have they already played them once?
The Steelers already played them once earlier. That was Mason Rudolph's first win as a starter.
Oh yeah, it was a Monday night game.
It was.
Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers to bounce back after that tough Thursday night loss in Cleveland. Like I said, the pursuit of imperfection continues. It's hard to see him winning the game at this point. Has AJ Green, has he even played yet?
He's played, but...
Oh, I don't know. He has played?
But I think he might have re-injured himself. I don't really know what's going on with AJ Green.
Yeah, they're on the
Yes, they
in my
are.
opinion.
My opinion exactly, man.
Sorry to all those Bengals fans out there.
Yep. Up next, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Jacksonville Jaguars got annihilated by Indianapolis, even with Nick Foles back. I still think they should have kept Minshew out there though too, but Nick Foles got back. They wanted to see what they can get. I think, and the Titans are also coming. I think the Titans are coming off of a bye week as well,
Yeah, they are.
just like us. So
And
yeah.
before that, they had that upset win against Kansas City at home.
They did with Ryan Tannehill. The last time the Titans played the Jaguars, they had Marcus Mariota and Saxonville.
It was a Thursday night game.
Yeah, it was Thursday night, and Saxonville was sacking them. We were watching that game too with Gardner Minshew.
The weather was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was Minshew's first win as a starter. But now it's back to Nick Foles and Jacksonville Titans. I think we got this. Might be a toss-up, man, but I think the Jaguars can get this. I think the Jaguars. I mean, Titans are playing some good football. With them beating the Kansas City Chiefs. So I still wouldn't sleep on the Titans. This is a tough one. This is a tough one to call.
I probably got. Is it at Tennessee?
It's at Tennessee.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville's starting to kind of fall apart. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee as well because I like the way Derrick Henry's been running the ball, and ever since they made the switch to Tannehill's been winning them some games.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the way he led that comeback drive against the Kansas City Chiefs, and even though it ended in a blocked field goal where they won it with a blocked field goal, I really like what Tannehill's been leading a good charge for the Titans. So I'm gonna take the Titans as well to split with the Jags.
Jacksonville's in last place in that division, but it's only by 2 games. Got Tennessee. That could be a 3-team race in the AFC South
Yeah.
between Indianapolis, Houston, and Tennessee.
Yeah, but I think Houston.
That's a tough division to.
That's a tough division. It's a tough division to call for the playoff race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever doesn't win the division is probably gonna have a good enough record to get a wild card.
Yeah.
I think the AFC will probably get 2 9-7 teams. Hell, Chris Sims was saying on Pro Football Talk that you might see an 8-8 wild card team in the AFC. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
The AFC doesn't look nearly as good as the NFC this year, or really any year, in my opinion.
No, big time no.
But this year especially because the NFC has 4 8-win teams.
Yep. All right, though. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This is your favorite one that you were talking about. Up next, we got the Dallas Cowboys going to Foxborough and Gillette Stadium to take on the New England Patriots. The Cowboys coming off of a win against the Detroit Lions. They battled Jeff Driscoll, but they ultimately pulled away in the end. Zeke Elliott doing a touchdown celebration of his quarterback's pre-game workout for a touchdown celebration, which was hilarious. Patriots coming off of that big win in Philly with the Edelman special, right? That's what we're gonna call it.
Is that what you're gonna call it?
That's what everybody's calling it. They're calling it the Edelman special.
Yep.
On that touchdown.
He did the same thing to the Eagles as he did to the Ravens in the divisional round.
Yeah.
In 2014.
He did, but this was a completely different play from what happened in the Super Bowl 52. But this time, Edelman had a torn ACL that year, so he didn't get to play in that one. But Edelman threw the touchdown pass to Dorsett. Cowboys, I mean, they're still in first place with a good chance to win the NFC East, which we could probably expect them to win the NFC East. But you're taking on Tom Brady, the GOAT, and Bill Belichick. So I'm going to hand the Cowboys another loss. New England Patriots gonna win. This game's in Foxborough. I'm taking the Patriots.
Yeah, I think this could be a blowout. I really think New England has a chance to make a statement, and this could be a 30. They could beat them by 30. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, the Cowboys have. Their best win was a 5-5 Eagles team at home.
Yeah, big time.
They still lost to the 3-7 Jets.
They did lose.
That was like probably the worst loss you could have all year.
Losing to the Jets definitely is the worst loss any team could have all year, unless you're the.
Or unless you lose to the Dolphins. Unless you're the Jets and you handed the Dolphins their first win of the year. Sorry, Green David.
Sorry, Jets
I'm
fans.
not gonna let you live that down. You lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah, and we have to play the Dolphins next year too because we play the AFC East next year, which means we're going to get a matchup with Brady in Seattle next year. So there's that. But right now we got Tom Brady and Bill Belichick getting a big win against the Cowboys. So Patriots winning this one to end the 1 p.m. slate of games. Up next, Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers coming off of the bye week, going to Levi Stadium to take on the San Francisco 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo and that 49er defense, who got a big come-from-behind win against the Arizona Cardinals to still hold on to first place. And this is the first of the 3-game gauntlet. First of the gauntlet. Packers coming off of the bye week, where the week before that they had a big win against the Carolina Panthers in the frozen tundra and the snows of Lambeau Field. We were watching that on Red Zone, if you remember. Yep. I mean, I slept on Aaron Rodgers in that one, but I never really sleep on a guy like Aaron Rodgers. He still can do it at the age he's at. He's got Devontae Adams back. You're going to expect to see a lot of plays to Devontae Adams in this one, and some plays to maybe Marquez Valdez-Scantling and other weapons. And of course, you got the running duo of Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. They're a killer running back duo with the Green Bay Packers. This is one team that's another 8-2 team, and they're at the peak of the NFC North. And I think the Packers will definitely be in the NFC North, will be in the playoffs representing the NFC North. And 49ers, Garoppolo, and also Green Bay's defense has been playing pretty good too. I could see them taking it to Garoppolo just like we did. I bet they studied our film from Monday Night Football of how we were able to get pressure and take down Jimmy Garoppolo. If they were studying that film, that would be the film to study. I'm taking the Green Bay Packers to hand the 49ers another loss. I trust Aaron Rodgers more than Jimmy Garoppolo at this point. I'm taking the Packers on Sunday Night Football to get a win. Because remember, obviously in the playoff games, they lost to Colin Kaepernick. This is Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is nowhere near in comparison to Aaron Rodgers. Jimmy Garoppolo, he ain't Aaron Rodgers. I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers as well, but it should be...
It'll be a good game, though.
This should go right down to the wire.
Unless Jimmy Garoppolo throws 3 interceptions.
If their defense really takes it to it, I mean, they could win by double digits, but I expect this to come right down to the wire. I mean, this is definitely a playoff preview, in my opinion.
Yeah.
2 of the better teams in the entire conference.
Yeah.
But I think the Packers have enough on offense to come away with a road victory.
Yeah, and I don't care. I know that the 49ers are also they should be getting Kittle back, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough for that Green Bay defense. That Green Bay defense has been playing great too, and Aaron Rodgers. When you got Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, you always have a chance to win.
Yeah, in my opinion, this is probably definitely.
This is a must-watch game.
I can see why they flexed this one. This probably is the game of the week.
It is. I mean, we were originally going to be the primetime game with the Seahawks and the Eagles, which I think, obviously, we mentioned we could beat the Eagles, and hope after this night, if the Packers beat the 49ers, and if we beat the Eagles, we're in first place.
All that matters is we have to take care of our business in Philly.
But this is the start of the tough gauntlet.
We cannot, I don't know, fall victim to a trap, or this game really...
means nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, though, the Packers, they're the start of Frisco's deadly gauntlet, which could cost them the division, possibly.
Yep.
But, yep, we got Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers going in and taking care of business on Sunday Night Football. Rodgers always plays good on Sunday Night Football, too.
Yeah.
It's just his thing, Other than that, last but not least, Monday Night Football, we got the Baltimore Ravens going to the Coliseum to take on the Rams in Los Angeles. The Rams coming off of that win last on Sunday Night Football against the Chicago Bears, where obviously we mentioned the Bears benched Trubisky in the fourth quarter. And Jared Goff, I mean, he threw some interceptions too, and he made some mistakes too. One of his guys even lost a fumble too. Cooper Kupp almost lost a fumble, but they were lucky to recover it. And obviously Johnny Hecker was pinning the Bears deep, which the Bears couldn't even get back to the Rams side of the field. Baltimore just kicked the crap out of Houston. Lamar Jackson is on a tear right now, and I could definitely see him as a runner for the MVP too. I can admit that too. I mean, obviously Russell's having a good year. Lamar's having a spectacular year. You can't take away from what Lamar Jackson's been doing with his feet. And that running back, I mean, the Ravens lead the league in rushing. And their quarterback's obviously the leading rusher, but Lamar, he has a good cast to help with those tight ends with Mark Andrews, and then also having Mark Ingram and Gus Edwards. The Ravens and that defense with Earl Thomas, Marcus Peters, and Marlon Humphrey. Marcus Peters' revenge game on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I was just thinking about
Marcus
that.
Peters,
I didn't even think of that.
the former Husky, the former Kansas City Chief, and former LA Rams. The Rams traded Marcus Peters to the Ravens at the trade deadline. The Ravens, man, they're on a tear right now, and I really like them going in this game. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens to get a win in LA. I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens as well. I'm almost starting to think they're going to come out of the AFC. I really think they're that dangerous.
They can take down Tom Brady. We saw it firsthand what they can do against a Tom Brady, Bill Belichick Patriot team.
Yeah, Harbaugh. I mean, he's done a really good job this year, and I would definitely probably say he's in the running for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I mean Harbaugh.
So far.
Remember, Harbaugh rallied that Ravens team. Well, mainly it was Ray Lewis's final ride thing for Ray Lewis going to retire that rallied them to go on that Super Bowl 47 run, which was a pretty incredible run if you remember watching that when they beat the Colts at home, then they beat the Denver Broncos in Denver, and then they beat the Patriots in Foxborough in the AFC Championship game, and then they took down the 49ers on that bad fade that Kaepernick threw, the Crabtree.
His nickname, the Harbaugh Bowl.
The Harbaugh Bowl, yep. Which John Harbaugh...
It was the blackout in New Orleans.
Yep, and John Harbaugh was the superior Harbaugh that night. And Ray Lewis left the game a champion. Yeah.
They're looking really dangerous right now. They put the league on notice.
The Ravens they put all of us on notice too, and I expect Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram and Gus Edwards. I expect them to wear out Aaron Donald and Clay Matthews. They're gonna have a hard time containing Lamar Jackson. Lamar's gonna freaking gas that defense out. What do you think, Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's basically it. Another week with no splits.
There was a couple ones we were almost ready to, but in the end, no splits.
No splits. All right, and here they are. Texans over Colts, Browns over Dolphins, Lions over Redskins, Raiders over Jets, Bears over Giants, Saints over Panthers, Seahawks over Eagles, Falcons over Buccaneers, Bills over Broncos, Steelers over Bengals, and Titans over Jaguars, Patriots over Cowboys, Packers over Niners, and Ravens over Rams. And that is the picks. Let me know your picks down in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, hit that thumbs up. Appreciate all you guys that supported us on the ride so far. And, showing us some love, including my buddy Dallas whenever we do the Red Zone reaction. I appreciate you guys also saying what's up to Dallas as well, because we love giving you guys our best reaction to Red Zone. And boy, the last few Red Zone reactions, we had some doozies of reactions, haven't we?
Yeah, I'd say especially last weekend, the weekend before this last one.
Yeah, big time. I think the weekend before the Monday night win against the 49ers was one of our best Red Zone weeks.
Yeah, especially that early slate of games.
Oh, yeah, and then we had a good slate, 10 a.m. slate last week, too.
Yeah.
It just continues to get better and better and better, and hopefully before the Monday night game against the Vikings, we get another good one.
Yeah, hopefully we get a good early slate and a good late slate.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Sam Dog Infamous 253. Dallas and I are about to sign off here. So have a good night, everybody. Thanksgiving coming up next week, too. So definitely ready for that. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. As always, go Seahawks.